Well, good looks already as we start this second quarter. And game has been going for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also how they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Draymond Green is out there with Festus Ezeli. And it's Livingston in at the point guard. Love kicks to Dellavedova. Here's Shumpert. And it's Shumpert again, missing. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense. But their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season. And some nights, the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
That's good.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Warriors leading by 14. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Back to Thompson. There's the triple. They get the rebound. Green. And he gets the bucket. Green's got his first basket of the night.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism part. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Andre Iguodala. The fadeaway. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points for Klay Thompson. James dishes to Love. This one for three. Barnes grabs the miss.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
Golden State moving it around. Count that one. Thompson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
James with another miss.
And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And the Warriors making a change here. Bogut's checked in, and the shot is good.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. James outside. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
You always want a player to have his head up and to be surveying the court, but not if that's going to be the result.
Warriors leading by 16. Passes to Barnes from outside the arc. And the Warriors get it back. The drive by Green. And the Warriors miss again.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Green with the block. Here is Livingston. He has 6. Fires from deep. That doesn't go either for Green. Here's Jones.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Some changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Green. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. Kenny and Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Jefferson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Jones.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Free throw, good from Fry. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
And even 3-on-3 break. Rush the pass to Clark. And here's Barnes for three. Offensive rebound. A second chance effort, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Warriors lead by 18.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
And Cleveland making a change here. Smith is checked in.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
1:31 left in the first half. Smith against Barbosa. Over to the left wing. Now here's Barnes. He's guarded closely. The Cavaliers pull it in.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Smith for three. Cleveland the rebound. Here's Mozgov. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, they're getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. Here's Spates. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Spates has got 4 this quarter.
And Kevin, they've dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Well, the hustle and the effort, the persistence, all of that paying off in a big way. And that's something that makes a coach smile.
And that one's good by Clark.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And Channing Frye gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Channing Frye. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. In for the Cavaliers.
Here's Iguodala. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 19.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just an...
And so a pretty lopsided game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everyone. We'll be taking a look back at what was... So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They are dominating the scoring, leading by... And that'll do it for now as we send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Wow, this game just a commanding performance for Thompson. 9 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Irving at the point guard position.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role, didn't let the move bother him, and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Irving can't get it to go.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Smith, no luck.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. LeBron with the block.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's Smith. The kick out to Irving. Dishes it to LeBron. Picked away. Knocks it loose. Inside, here's Barnes, and he slams it one-handed.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And here they go. Here's Bogut. The shot is off, and Cleveland will come the other way. And here's the fast break. LeBron leading the way. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Will not go. This is off the front iron. Warriors leading by 23. Uncovered. Cavaliers with the rebound. LeBron's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Irving from long range. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And the Warriors making a change here. Ezeli's checked in. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Irving.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. If you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Off his leg, and it's being called a kickball.
Kickball called.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. Channing Frye's checked in for the Cavaliers. The drive by Green, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Mozgov, the rebound by Ezeli. Ezeli's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Thompson dishes to Livingston. Back to Thompson. Out to the right wing. From deep, Iguodala. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he had been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. Then last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
Livingston kicks to Iguodala. To the middle. Shot clock at 5. And it's Green. Missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Iguodala. Mozgov with the block. They retain possession.
Cavaliers timeout.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing
For the Cavs. 63 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Ezeli. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And Ian Clark subbed in for Sean Livingston. Iguodala's drive. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's called on Channing Frye.
No way to mess that one up, Kevin. I mean, he powered it down with both hands.
Not this guy. He is a superb finisher.
And when he gets near the hoop, guys, he is a tour de force.
Brandon Rush. He's checked in for Draymond Green. Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And there's the feed to Clark. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Shoots the 3. Mozgov's shot is off.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass. Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Iguodala, the pass to Spates. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Rush with the steal. Now the pass to Iguodala. Look at that.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Such a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Warriors ahead, running away with it. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Warriors shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Rush out there with Maurice Spates. Then there's Barbosa. Then there's Festus Ezeli. And it's Clark in at the point. That's the Warriors' 5.
Cleveland foul called. James Jones. That's his second personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Warriors.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
He hits the second from the line.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Here's Clark. He feeds it to Ezeli. There's a screen. Kicks to Spates. Another shot. And he lays it up and in.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback. Williams
kicks to Thompson. Can't get it to go. And Golden State will go the other way with it. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Clark. He's guarded by Williams. Clark kicks to Spates. Shot clock at 6. Great look, but off the mark.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for the Warriors. Clark kicks to Ezeli. Lets a floater go. Good. 8 points for Andrew Bogut.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Ezeli gets the bucket.
Crisp pass into the paint.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Stolen away. And Rush with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
They just can't miss. Everything they put up, it seems, goes in.
You know, sometimes you're the bug, and sometimes you're the windshield. They are certainly the bugs tonight. Nothing going their
way. And I'm not even sure that I'd want to be the windshield.
No, maybe the windshield wiper.
Yeah,
right. Yeah. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Mo Williams. Feeds to Clark. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Rush is good for 3. Rush has got 5 points now this quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's key to this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up. Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for McRae.
You know, guys, the teamwork and rhythm we saw from them earlier just isn't there right now. They've lost it, and the turnovers are starting to pile up.
Clark kicks to Bogut. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Irving dishes to Love. And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Clark. Clark's got 4 assists in the game. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, big blunder there, and that could really cost them.
Yeah, and the timing of it was bad, too. I mean, they're trying to cut down and cut into the lead. Just a tough, bad break there.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for James Jones.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Channing Frye's checked in for Cleveland. Free throw off from Mozgov. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
And he can't hit the second.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Here's Clark, and it's denied. Smith's shot is good.
You don't need much range to hit from that distance, Kevin.
And it's Golden State's ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Rush gets the bucket.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And the officials call traveling violation.
And continuing to cough it up here, the TO's threatening to cost these guys the game.
Yeah, you want to get a shot every time down, even if it's a tough shot. Any shot is better than no shot. You just don't want to turn it over.
Spates checked in for Golden State. Here's Ezeli, banked in off the glass. Ezeli's got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark's fullest capability.
Yes, very satisfying win for them, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
So many great statistics are available to demonstrate just how dominant the Warriors were last season. My favorite is, GA, their point differential.
You know, to be able to beat your opponent by double digits on average is something only 8 teams have been able to do in the history of the league.
It's amazing. And the second free throw, good.
Guys, the Warriors ended the year at just over a 10-point differential per game. I mean, still that number is staggering when you think of what it takes to achieve that mark over the course of a season. Typically, championship teams are somewhere in the +6 to +8 range. 10 is off the charts.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And Spates gets it to go.
And you know what? That Warriors point differential was helped out a lot by their play at home. The home differential was almost +15 points per game. A lot of blowout wins. Scary thing is they set their starters in the fourth so often. They could have made those numbers even higher had they wanted.
A different look now for Cleveland. James Jones comes in for Smith, and it's Williams in for Irving. Williams comes with a double team.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
The first one falls. And so Clark nails both of them.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about